My name is Erica Folo. I'm a CrossFit athlete at CrossFit Connection. I train because I like to push myself to limits that I never expected I could. My goal going into every training day looks different because it depends on how I'm feeling, how my body's feeling, how my mind is looking. But at the end of the day, I'm always just trying to push as hard as I can go that day, knowing that there's so many other athletes that are working just as hard and want the exact same goal.
The first thing we're gonna do is set up our camera, and then we do the lighting and then sound last. We're gonna figure out our angles for this interview. Unfortunately, we're not shooting in this room, but at least I'm gonna have my camera set up first, and then we're gonna move into the other room, so then all the equipment's set up, and then we're just gonna be ready to go. We're shooting some interviews to add to the documentary. We're on the trusty Nikon Z8. I think we're gonna be using the Canon FD50 1.2 for these interview shots. Get that nice depth of field. Got a new tripod here. We're using the KNF concept. I'll put a link in the description. Not too sure of the model of it, but holds my red Gemini. If you guys watched my wedding video, the red Gemini was on here, no problem. So we got the FD that we're gonna be using. This is the FD55 1.2 with the FD2 Nikon Z mount. Now I just feel like these lenses work better on these mirrorless cameras instead of like my red Gemini, because you have to get like some filter put on first, and then you're not able to stop all the way down to a 1.2. Here I'm able to stop down all the way to 1.2, and it's like a clear image. So we're gonna use this. And then we also have some filtration. I got some NDs on me as well, just in case if it's too bright, because we're gonna be stopping down all the way to 1.2. I don't have much diffusion on me for my lights. And then we got some new equipment as well. We're using this Auto 1 by FX Lion battery. We got the D-tap here, DC in, and then we also have USB and then USB-C. We got our switch there, we can see our battery. And so if you come here, I'll show you. We can actually use this as a grip. We can use this as a grip. Just gonna put this thing back on. So I got this screw already on the side of my cage here, which comes with this battery. It's actually like a power bank. I feel like it's a hybrid power bank slash V-mount battery. So I can actually use this as like, as a handle now, which I would prefer this to be on the right side, but the USB-C is on the left. So I just go USB-C from USB-C, so I can have like unlimited power, 37 watt for outage. So then on top, actually we're not gonna put handles or anything like that, only because we're gonna be stationary, we're gonna be running on sticks, but we're gonna be using these DJI SDR transmitters going to the iPad. I am gonna be returning these, but I just ordered the Axoon Sin View Nano, I think it's called. 180 bucks. We're gonna be rolling with that. We're gonna be doing a video on that when it comes in. There, and that battery actually fits nice and flush with the HDMI. So you're actually able to grab it and still use it as a handle without any cables getting in the way. So then we have that. So we got our camera set up. And the next thing is what we can also set up is our director's monitor. So we're gonna be using the other DJI SDR transmitter. We're gonna be using the iPad for our monitor. And this is just like a little thing that I kind of made. So once that's in, We can just tighten this back down. And then this is basically like a stand. It can handle the iPad. And that goes there. This, you can put this up like that. PF battery. And for this guy, we're just gonna run USB-C to USB-C. You can angle this however way you want. It's slowly going down. So if we turn this on, and there you have it. We have our director's monitor. Now that we have the camera set up, we're gonna do our lighting. We're gonna be using the Senal 100 tube light, full RGB. We got nice barn doors. We got a grid and diffusion too, so we can go extra soft. And we also have an app that we can use to control this. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, but we have to find the attachment first. I'm putting the grid on here to kind of just control the light and we don't get much spilling going on. Nice because we have like the Velcro. So we have a diffusion material that I'm just gonna put around here. So now we're gonna be setting up our boom arm for our microphone. We're using the Senal MC24 for our main audio source. Our audio is gonna be going direct XLR to the Zoom H8 32-bit float. We're gonna have this just standing on the side of the light stand. So our audio is going to be going direct XLR to the Zoom H8 32-bit float. We're going to have this just standing on the side of the light stand. Found this cool solution. This thing is from Indie Pro. It's how I mount my V-mount to my light stand. And I'm using my V-mount to power the Zoom H8 because the batteries on that thing's garbage. So, that's what we're using here. It's like a belt for the V-mount. We got our easy recording set up there. Last thing is to just put memory card in there. So this is gonna be a test 1, 2. This is what it sounds like with the Senal MC24 boom mic straight. This is what we're gonna be using for our dialogue piece. Yeah. Okay, so that's a test. Still recording. Good. Okay, there. So that's ready. So we are pretty much ready to roll. Got our cam over there. We have our audio. We have our key light, main light. We're just gonna pretend she's gonna be sitting there. We have our cam right here. Perfect for white balance, get perfect colors all the time. And then boom, we're ready to go.
Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this behind the scenes. That was shot by my buddy Frank. This was basically like a talking head piece for a documentary that I am putting together. Now, all this equipment can change from time to time depending on the needs and wants of your project and, of course, your budget. Now, in this case, this is a zero budget documentary. It's more of a collaboration between 3 people, myself, Kinetic Cleanse, and Erica. This is basically just like a documentary of an elite athlete training CrossFit and going to the CrossFit Games. Yeah, so this was just a fun little piece that we have been spending the last year putting together. This was literally a pickup shoot of interviews that we are adding in for the documentary. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions regarding the equipment, let me know in the comments below, but we will see you guys on the next video.